Hi, good morning, everyone. My name's Ian. I'm one of our elephant keepers, and we're out here in our cow yard to give an update on our newest addition, Kirby. Kirby is about 2.5 months old now. When we just got a new weight on her this morning, she currently weighs 539 pounds, and that is an increase of over 200 pounds from when she was born on November 15th. Her birth weight was 314 pounds. Right now she's spending a lot of time with the other elephants in our yard. Right now she's underneath her mom Shanti, who's 34 years of age, and she's playing with a little bit of hay and bamboo. We have seen her eat some of it a little bit or play with it in her mouth, but right now she's mostly eating mother's milk. She also enjoys spending time out in the yard with Winnie, who she's the younger elephant she's interacting right now. She's right underneath our matriarch Methai as well, and she loves playing with everybody. And Winnie and her daughter, her sister Joy, love playing with her too. She's already very good at picking stuff up with her trunk. Maybe she'll pick some stuff up in a little bit. When elephants are first born, like Winnie, their trunk is all muscle, so they actually have no control over it. But it didn't take her long to learn how to use it. So you can see her playing with some of the hay, which is their lunch, or bamboo, which is a little snack, or right now they're getting some vegetables. She's kind of been picking some of that stuff up and playing with it. She does love playing with the bamboo. All the other elephants would prefer that as a snack. So Kirby is, as long as the weather's nice, Kirby spends she's on exhibit from about 9:30 till about 2 o'clock or so. She does spend the nights inside with her mom. Kirby was inside most of the week that we had the snow, but our keepers did bring a snowman in for her to play with. She wasn't too sure about it. Her mom enjoyed it. But she did get to play a little bit with the snow inside the safety of our nice warm barn. Now you see her picking up a little bit of hay right now with her trunk. For you guys who don't know, Kirby is a female. Like I said, she was born November 15th right here at the Houston Zoo. Her mom is Shanti. She has an older sister named Joy, who is almost 7.5 years old. Elephants live in a matriarch society. Which means that it's dominated by females. So all the elephants that you will currently see Kirby with on exhibit are the rest of our females. Now, since Kirby is a female, she will spend the rest of her life with her mom and her sister Joy. See her playing with that bamboo right there, using that trunk. Kirby learned how to use her trunk relatively quickly compared to some of our other elephants. She also learned how to nurse relatively quickly. She was nursing in about an hour and a half. And that is the bulk of her nutrition right now. Baby elephants will nurse at pretty much the first 3 or 4 months of their age, and then they'll start eating solid food, but they can nurse up to 2 to 4 years. So like I said, we've seen Kirby kind of chew on some of the solid food like the hay and the bamboo. So she might be digesting it right now, but for the most part, she's going to get most of her nutrition from her mother's milk. Now, like all of our elephants, Kirby is what we call a herbivore. They eat plant materials, so that's the bulk of the diet here at the Houston Zoo. Majority of their diet here is hay. We go through about 25 to 30 bales of hay a day. So once Kirby starts eating solid food, she'll start eating, most of her diet will start being hay, which is what our elephants are mostly eating right now. You can see looks like she's chewing on some of that bamboo right now. So the team actually came up with the name Kirby. We did it in honor of the city of Houston. Kirby Drive is a well-known street here in Houston, so we wanted to name her for the city that she was born in. Yes, Kirby does play with her siblings. She does love playing with her sister Joy. She also has a half-sister named Tilly that she enjoys playing with. Winnie, she also spends time with, is actually technically her half-niece, but she does love playing with her as well. So now we're going to see if Kirby wants to play or eat some lettuce. Another part of our elephant's diet is some sort of lettuce. She does enjoy her leafy greens. But we're at the moment where she is it's kind of hard to tell if she's actually playing with the lettuce or the bamboo or actually eating it herself. She does have teeth, just like all of our elephants do. So she does probably have the capability to chew all of this produce and hay. Earlier, the most recent weight on Kirby is 539 pounds. That is over a 200-pound increase from her birth, which is very typical of our elephants. They can gain about 2 to 3 pounds a day at the beginning of their life. Thailand is doing great. Thailand is Kirby's father. Thailand is one of the oldest male Asian elephants in North America, and he's doing great. You'll see him occasionally on exhibit with his 2 young sons, Nelson and Teddy, about a couple times a week. Now, we also started giving Kirby baths. Typically, that when we get a bath, and if she stays put well enough, we'll screw her down and hose her down just like we do with the rest of our elephants. Eventually, when she starts really eating solid food, we can start training her, and then she'll, as she gets older, we'll add more behaviors, and she'll just be as well trained as all of our other elephants here at the Houston Zoo. Now, since Kirby is a female Asian elephant, just like all of our females here at the Houston Zoo, she will not grow tusks in the Asian elephants. Only the males grow tusks. So that's why you're not seeing any tusks here. Female Asian elephants do have a small piece of ivory, which is what a tusk is made of. We call them tushes. They're kind of small, so you don't really see them very well. Eventually, Kirby will grow tushes, but we're a little bit away from that. Kirby will actually be fully grown in her late teens, early 20s, and that is when our elephants are typically fully grown. Her mom, Shanti, like I said, is 34 years of age. She's our largest adult female. She usually weighs around 8,000 pounds. So when Kirby is fully grown, she could probably tip the scales about 8,000 pounds herself. So she has a lot of growing left to do. Some of our other adult females, like Methai or matriarch, is a little bit smaller than Shawnee. She weighs right around 7,000 pounds. Typically, our adult females will weigh between 7,000 and 8,000 pounds. Her father, she will not get as big as her father. Her father, Thailand, is a little over 11,000 pounds. Typically, our adult males weigh between 10,000 and 12,000 pounds. So she will not tip the scales at that size, but it's not out of the possibility that she will be, when she's all done growing, about 8,000 pounds herself. Kirby has enjoyed running around in the mud that that the snowmelt and the rains have provided in our yards recently. She has enjoyed that, along with a lot of our other elephants enjoy covering themselves in mud and dirt. It's a behavior called dusting. So it's not uncommon to see Kirby running around the mud and laying down in it to get herself nice and covered. So the elephants you're seeing right now, you're seeing Kirby, her mom Shanti, and you are seeing her sister Joy. Joy is her sister. She's 7.5 years old. She'll be 8 this summer. And Shanti is 34 years of age. And then we have, like I said, our matriarch Methai. who's our oldest female at 56 years of age. And then we have Winnie, who's now the second youngest elephant in this yard, and she'll be 4 in the month of March. All of our elephants are getting some extra snacks for listening and staying put while we do this Facebook Live. We're using a combination of their lunch, which is their hay. We're also using some produce like some red cabbage, some zucchini, and some cauliflower with just a little bit of bread to kind of tie them off to make sure they stay nice and put for you guys. Because sometimes they'll take their hay and just walk away. So the best time to see Kirby, usually we have her on exhibit in the morning about 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. And then typically we'll actually bring them inside about 2 to 2:30. So I say about 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock. That window is probably the best time to see Kirby. All that's going to be weather permitting. So as long as it's above 50 degrees and we don't have a strong change of thunderstorms, Kirby will be on exhibit. Sometimes Kirby also likes to make a nice little a bed of hay for herself. A lot of times when we bring her in the barn at night, she'll make a little bed of herself so she can take a nice little nap. Elephants sleep about 4 to 5 hours a day. Obviously, with a baby elephant like Kirby here, she's going to sleep a little bit more than some of our adults do. So sometimes she'll use that hay to make a nice little comfy bed for herself. We really haven't seen her take a nap on exhibit too much. She's too busy playing with everyone else. Typically, we've seen her take naps inside in the barn when we bring her in. Some of our previous elephants would take naps on exhibit, but so far she doesn't seem to want to wait to take her nap inside. Her being so young, someone asked what's her personality like. Little being young, we're still kind of figuring out what her personality. She loves interacting with a lot of the other elephants. She seems to be really smart. She has picked up. She's hit a lot of milestones a lot sooner than some of our other elephants. Like I said, she's kind of figured out how to use her trunk. She nursed quicker than a lot of other elephants. So she's kind of investigating food. So she's very inquisitive, I would say. So she seems also a little independent, but definitely likes to stay close to mom. Her personality would kind of be a little bit more developed as she gets older. As you can see, she just, really loves investigating things, whether it's the hay, whether it's, any enrichment, toy items, the other elephants. Definitely likes to kind of be, figuring things out, playing with things. Now, if you take a look at, Methai's trunk, who's our matriarch, who's the older elephant, you see some pink freckling on her. That's a sign of aging the Asian elephants. She is our oldest female in this yard, so she will have the most pink freckling. Eventually, as Kirby gets older, she'll have some pink freckling as well. Like I said, that trunk is all muscle. There's no bone. There's no cartilage in that trunk. If you take a look at Methai's trunk or Winnie's trunk, they have a little digit at the tip of their trunk, and that enables them to grab somewhat small objects. Like I said, Winnie or Kirby still kind of figuring things out with her trunk, and they'll learn how to use their trunk a lot by watching the other elephants and just kind of testing it out themselves. Like I said, Kirby, I know I probably said this a lot during this Facebook Live, but Kirby's already really good at using her trunk, as you've been able to see her pick up the bamboo, play with the hay, play with some of the produce, putting things in her mouth. She's already very, very good with her using her trunk. But the trunk is their nose, so obviously that's how they're going to use it for scent as well. But it's basically, their trunk is amazing for an elephant. It's basically their hand. That's how they're going to get food and water into their mouths. So when Kirby figures out, drinking and eating, she's definitely got that down pat. And so she's going to use that trunk to get all that stuff into her mouth. She does love getting rinsed off. Like I said, we started bathing her when we bathe her mom. She loves getting hosed down, unless it's not too cold out. We'll get drinks of water just by opening her mouth so far. Now, the interesting thing about baby elephants in general, if you look at Kirby, everyone probably wondering why she looks so hairy. Elephants are pretty much born with the same amount of hair as they do when they're adults. So that's why Kirby has that very spiky hair look going on. She just has the hair is a lot more coarse, and just a lot less body surface for the hair to cover. So that's why our baby elephants look a lot more hairier than the adults. I want to thank everyone for joining us today on our Facebook Live. Make sure you guys come to the Houston Zoo to see Kirby and our whole herd. And I hope to see you guys soon.